The next committee I would love to introduce to you is our Legislative Committee Chair, Gregory Crowe. So this year we've got a fully active committee, and hello. So this is Gregory.
Good morning. Thank you, Marlena, very much. I just graduated from the Art Institute of Portland last December and was involved in the school with the student chapter of ASID, and then also got involved with IDC Oregon, which hopefully most of you are familiar with, because that has a lot to do with legislation. I will keep this really short. I'm not sure how many of you saw the ASID National President Bruce Brigham's comments back in early March. Hopefully you received some email through ASID about that and read that. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend that you do. It was a very positive message. I think being involved with IDC Oregon and as a student the last couple years, it seems like there has been a lot of negative atmosphere swirling around legislation, and I think Bruce's comments were really clear and succinct, and they were positive. They weren't about excluding people, it was about including people, and he talked a lot about the diversity of our profession and the diversity of the interior designers. And just to make it very clear on ASID's stance on legislation in Oregon is that ASID does not promote title acts that would exclude anyone in this room from being an interior designer or practicing interior design. ASID does promote legislation that would allow interior designers to become either certified, registered, or licensed in their state. And you would do that through what we still, ASID still strongly supports, is the NCIDQ examination, which I know as a recently former student and just coming into this profession sounds very scary. And talking to people who have taken the test, it probably is. And but I really liked his message about that we are not trying to exclude anybody from being an interior designer or calling themselves interior designers. All we're trying to do is to further promote our profession as a profession and garner the respect that we all deserve, and also to legally be able to do the things that we want to do. There are some states, I was just having a conversation earlier this morning, there are some states who are passing legislation, doing practice acts that actually inhibit interior designers from practicing interior design. Oregon does not want that. We don't want that. We're promoting everybody to be able to practice interior design, and at some point, if you choose, you take the NCIDQ and you become registered or certified or licensed. And I also want to comment again on the students who are here from AI. Hi. All of them who I know. And I have to say that it's getting to the point, at least in the AI and probably other schools, where student interior designers are no longer asking, well, why do we need legislation? They're asking themselves, why hasn't it already happened? Why aren't we protecting our profession? Why aren't we becoming the professionals that we want to be? And I know that there's probably a lot of people out there who may have different opinions about that, and that's the great thing about what I think is going on right now, is that we're not trying to exclude people. We want people to be able to voice their opinion and make this a positive benefit for everybody. So if you're interested in learning more about that, please check out the IDC Oregon website or go to ASID Oregon and check that out. Certainly you can contact myself or Marlena. We would love to get more people involved on this legislation board. So thank you. Sure.